So we had some weird news the past couple days when it comes to the Harry Potter HBO Reboot series. And the news was that it was getting a narrator, which at first it was like that's weird. But also at the same time, I think it would be cool for transition scenes if it was done right. But HBO came out and gave a response to this rumor because it was so out there, and this is the reason why I try not to jump and film news unless there's actual, like, confirmation on what's going on, like, the set leaks and all that. Sometimes I will if it's been covered and basically confirmed, but some of the other set leaks are just like, "Oh, hey, look, this minor change in the one of this things that's going on in there, this leads to maybe the video game." It's like, okay, I'm not gonna cover that. It's not enough. I know they released some like photos of a guy standing on a roof using a wand, and maybe it was Daedalus Diggle or some other wizard doing shooting stars, which is cool. But if we're gonna talk about wands, I think Brian's thoughts talked about it, and I liked his take. The wands are gonna be something I'm gonna wait until we actually see official context for, just because the one that the guy might have been using may be completely CGI'd out. We will see. The rumor about the narrator, okay, that's cool. Like, if anything, he might be the trailer guy. They're cutting together a trailer right now, and they hired a guy to do the narration for the trailer, and he may do the narration for all the trailers depending on how it works. But I think there was enough negative reaction and like questioning about the narrator that HBO did have to come out and say, "Hey, no, we're not having a narrator." So you may have heard in the past couple days that we're having a narrator, but no, there is not going to be a narrator for the book. It's not going to be, on the cold Tuesday, the dreary Tuesday that the story begins, and stuff like that. And it's like, I could understand if we weren't getting a full cast audiobook already, if they were like, "Hey, let's make this like almost exactly like the book, like have a narrator." And it's like, okay, well, if you're gonna have a narrator for the TV series, there's two guys that you could absolutely bring in that everybody would love, which is Stephen Fry or Jim Dale. Why would you bring in a third person? You already have a third narrator who's doing the full cast audiobooks, which if you haven't seen my reaction to that, make sure to check it out. I have good thoughts. So just be wary of the Harry Potter information that you see on the internet. I'm going to cover what I can if it's been relatively confirmed, but every little tiny rumor and guesswork that's going on, I'm not going to try to cover because it just really doesn't help the situation on spreading proper information. So if you've seen the narrator thing, it's not true. Make sure to like, subscribe, stay marvelous, and we will see you in the next video. Knox.